Hello everyone, in this video we'll see flash controller programming experiment, data flash with arrays, verify and fusing. So here we'll be writing a C program to implement the blinking of LED in PIC microcontroller 16F877A using MPLAB IDE software. We'll be using MPLAB IDE online simulator to execute the program, and then we'll be implementing it using PIC microcontroller 16F877A kit. The PIC microcontroller is one of the most renowned microcontrollers in the industry. It is convenient and easy to program. It has a flash memory technology, so it can be programmed as many times as possible. So totally it has 40 pins and there are 33 pins for input and output. Its applications are widely used in remote sensors, security and safety devices, home automation and many other industrial instruments as well. This is the pin configuration of PIC 16F877A. So here pin numbers 2 to 7, it belongs to port A. So this device of the PIC family, it actually has 5 ports, port A, B, C, D and E. So the port A, it has 6 pins, they are bidirectional. Then port B, so port B pins are from 33 to 40. Here RB0, it is used as an external interrupt pin. RB6 and 7, they are used as in-circuit debugger. So in the program which we'll be executing now, we'll be using the pins of this port, that is port B. Then port C, it has 8 pins. So the pin number 15 is the first pin for that. Here it is used as clock input for timer 1 and oscillator output for timer 2. Next we have port D. For port D, we'll be using the pins from 19 to 30. These are also bidirectional pins. It is used to interface the microprocessor bus. Next port E. So port E pins are from 8 to 10. So here the analog input can be used for parallel slave port. Now all these pins, they have multiple functionalities. Even though it has multiple functionalities, one function of each port at a time can be programmed, or in case we can program it smartly, then we can use it. You can actually switch between the different functionalities provided across the pins. So now these are the salient features of this PIC device. So first one is it acts as an analog to digital converter. It has 8-bit ADC with 8 channels, so we can actually interface 8 sensors here. Then there are 3 timers, 0, 1 and 2. They can be either used in timer mode or counter. Next is EEPROM. It has a built-in electrically erasable read-only memory which can store data permanently. Next it has PWM modules. It can generate 2 pulse width modulated signals. Next is UART pins. This is used for serial communication. So here RC7 and RC6, they act as transmitter and receiver. Next you have the I2C communication port. So here pin number 18 and pin number 23. Okay, so they act as, so pin number 18 and 23. So they act as serial clock and serial data line respectively. Next we have the interrupts. So this PIC device actually provides 8 interrupts. Then we have the comparator modules. Next we have a watchdog timer, which is a on-chip oscillator. Then we can use this PIC device in sleep mode as well, which will be using low power. Next you have the brownout detection. So what this brownout detection module offers is it detects any significant drop in power supply. So in such case, whenever the power supply goes below a particular threshold value, it actually generates interrupts. It generates a signal called as BODEN. So whenever the device senses this particular signal, then the device will know that it has to reset itself. Okay, so this is the use of this brownout detection and brownout reset. So this brownout reset will be enabled whenever there is a interrupt signal sent on any significant drop in the power supply. So these are the significant features of this PIC device. Now we can see how we can create a project to write the C program to implement the blinking of LED into the PIC microcontroller. So we can go to File, New Project, Microchip Embedded Standalone Project. Click Next. You can select the family. So the PIC16 is a mid-range, so I'm selecting this family, and in that you can give the name PIC16F 877A. You can select this device, then click on Next. You can give a project name. LED blink, and then click on Finish. Okay, so I have already created a project. So now let's see how we can write the program. And so by clicking this Finish, a project will be created now. So after the project has been created, you'll be getting these header files and source files hierarchy over here. So to write the C program, I'll be right clicking on the source file, click on New File. I'm going to write a C program, so select the C source file and click Next. So before that, here we'll have the compilers, the available compilers. So by default for this PIC16 device, XE8 compiler will be used. So it is automatically selected over here, and we can create the source file. So now we'll be creating two source files, one to write the configuration details and the other one the actual program for blinking of LED. So you can give the name over here, config, and with extension C selected, and you can click on Finish. So here in the new workspace that has been created to write the C program, I have written the configuration details over here. So after writing this, we'll be creating one more source file. Right click on source file, new file, the same procedure. The XE8 compiler is selected, C source file, click on Next, and I give the name as source with C extension and click on Finish. So in this workspace, we'll be writing the code which will help to blink the LED in the PIC microcontroller. So click on Finish. So now this is the program for LED blinking. So this is the oscillator frequency. So here it is given as 20 megahertz. So this has to be selected properly. Only then the interfacing with the other devices can actually happen. If this oscillator frequency is not set properly, then there will be a problem during interfacing. Now we will see what this main program is about. So here all the files which we will be creating for the following programs will be saved under this header file. Now the main function, you have this register called as TRIS. Okay, this actually controls the direction of ports. So now as we have already seen, there are 5 input and output ports, namely port A, B, C, D and E. We can configure them according to our requirements. In case we are using it in analog mode, the pins or the ports can only act as inputs. So there is a built-in analog to digital converter which we can use in such cases. In case we are using it in digital mode, then there is no restriction. We can configure the ports as output or as input as per our requirement. This we can do through our coding. So like how we are doing it over here, this can be done. So this TRIS register, it controls the direction of ports. For different ports, there are different registers such as TRIS A, TRIS B, etc. So here, since we are using port B, we have used this register TRIS B. Alright. Now we need to set the direction of ports, whether it is input or output. If we set this register TRIS B to 0, the corresponding port bit will act as the digital output. If we set this TRIS register to 1, then the corresponding port bit will act as the digital input. So here in this program we have set it to 0. So in such case it will be acting as digital output. So next you have the while loop. So while 1 means the following codes will be executed continuously like for infinity. So here first we are setting RB0 pin to high. So we are actually setting the LED to blink. So initially we are setting it to high, then you are giving a delay of 500 milliseconds. So the LED will be on for about 500 milliseconds, after which the LED will go to off state, or the RB0 pin will be set to low. So again this LED will remain off for another 500 milliseconds, after which it will again go to high. Okay, so this keeps repeating because we have given the condition for the while loop as 1. So this is the program which we have written for blinking of LED. Now we can see, actually build it and see how the hex file will be created. So we'll be creating the hex file which will be later programmed into the PIC microcontroller chip, so that we can see the implementation in the kit. Now to build this program, you just have to go to this icon and click on it. Okay, so the build has started now. You can see the build is successful. Now the compilation has completed successfully. We need to generate the hex file. So you can click on this icon, make and program device, which will generate the hex file. So here you can see the hex file has been generated. Now we can use PIC programmer to download this into the PIC microcontroller kit, and we can see how the LED blinks. So as you can see, this is the PIC16F877A kit. After the hex file has been generated, we can use PIC3 programmer to program the code into this kit. So once the program has been dumped here, you can execute it and see the blinking of the LED over here. Thank you.